What's up guys, hope you're doing great. So this video I'm gonna tell you, should you hire Greg? If so, why? And is Greg's coaching really worth your money? So I'm gonna split this into two parts because I figure this is gonna be a freaking long video. Although I've only worked with Greg for the past 4 months, but I have so many things to talk about and so just a disclaimer, anything I say is based on my personal experience with Greg and personally what I think. So if I say something, just take that into consideration as a reference and not like that's the fact or the truth or whatever. So this video I'm just gonna talk about like the nutrition side of coaching from Greg, because I've hired Greg for only nutrition and training. If you see on his website, there's another option which is supplement, so I don't really need that, and it's pretty expensive as well, as you know, Greg's coaching. But I'm just gonna talk about what I've been through with Greg and what I've actually what I've been through. I'm not gonna talk about supplement because I did not hire Greg to do a supplement plan for me, so it's not fair for me to talk about it. So I'm just gonna give you the honest truth. Right, actually note down what I wanted to say, because I tried to did this video just right off the bat, impromptu, and then I'm not a person that's good at expressing myself, so I don't want to have to pause all the time in front of camera. Even when I have it script right now, I still don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So yeah, let's get right into it and not waste the time. So let me get straight into the question and give you just the insight of this. Should you hire Greg for nutrition? Which is, I'm gonna say it depends. The three main factor that I want you guys to take into consideration is, first of all, the price. If you know Greg, if you've been on his website, you would know that his coaching is not cheap. The second factor is it really necessary to you? Tailored to your own goals. If you've been following Greg, watching his YouTube video, or even purchased his cookbook, you would know that Greg's unique selling point, I would say, is the nutrition part of his training, right? So he has freaking sick recipes, like French toast, blueberry ice cream, wraps, pancake protein bars, 100 and more recipes. So I would say that this second factor, it depends, because some people, let's take a pro bodybuilder for example. Most pro bodybuilder, if you watch Muscle and Strength or whatever, you will see that they're really dedicated and disciplined people that just wants to reach their goal, whether it's the best in their class or whatever they're doing. And so they're fine sticking with chicken, eggs, oatmeal, plain white rice for each of their meal. So because like I said, they're disciplined, they're really goal orientated. So is it necessary in their case to have Greg's nutrition plan, to have fun food, I would call, in their diet? I mean, they really don't need it. They can stick to their bro diet or boring diet or whatever you guys want to call it. Of course, if they hire Greg, they will have an additional bonus, I would say, to their diet, so they get more fun food. But in the bigger picture, in the end, if someone can just stick to plain food and reach their goal, then I would say, just stick with it, save your money. But on the other hand, if you're just a lifestyle general population, which majority 90% of the people are, not everybody wants to bodybuild and be a bodybuilder, I get that. So if you're a general population, I think Greg's diet would be perfect for you, as compared to someone who has strong mental will and wants to just compete and be the best in their competition. Because if you're just a lifestyle general guy or girl, your mindset isn't really that strong. You often hear of people, oh, New Year resolution, I want to lose weight. So they go on salads, chicken breast, whatever plain ass boring diet, yeah, sure, they lose weight and after that they rebound back. So I would like to say for Greg's diet, I don't think rebound is even an issue there, because I don't even want to call Greg's nutrition plan a diet. It's like lifestyle really. Like for the past 4 months, I've been eating what I've been craving, of course on the plan, which is kind of like makes me satisfied, because like there's like regular bread, French toast, and growing up I love eating bread and pastries, and basically I'm a sweet as compared to more than a savory person. Like I don't really like savory foods, so yeah, and like I get to eat that. So for the past 4 months I don't really feel like I was dieting until I reached my current state, which is starting to get hard for me. I'm starting to feel hunger, but that's aside of the point from the video I'm making. So it's like 4 months just passed and I just lost weight. You get what I mean? So yeah, so that was the second point you should take into consideration if you should hire Greg, which is just depending on your goal and your own personality. I know some people that can stick to just plain diet just fine. So if you can do that, I mean, just go ahead. It's not necessary, but if you're someone like, I think majority of the people would benefit from Greg's training plan, because it's so easy to stick to and maintain it. You know, you're not gonna rebound after losing a certain amount of weight, because the food, like the meals there are just delicious, like what you would eat on a regular basis, but like 80% of that. So like if a pizza makes you happy, like 10 out of 10, like what you get from Greg's plan, like whatever protein pizza that's similar to it, you sort of like satisfied, like I wouldn't say like 100% of what you crave, but like I would say maybe 70%, which is more than enough really. Like you eat it, you feel fine, you feel happy, but like not extremely happy like you eat like a real piece of pizza. So it's kind of like, you see, from there you're not gonna accumulate like cravings, then you binge. From there you actually like, you know, sort of, oh, okay, I'm satisfied, but like I still can eat. So that's the point where you want to be. Like everything in life is just about balance. Anything taken to extreme is not good, whether that be bodybuilding, your work, your social life, your work-life balance, whatever, taken to extreme is not good. So the third point you should take into consideration if you should hire Greg is accessibility to the food. By that I mean, on Greg's plan, he uses a lot of like, let's say, stuff that you can't get at your regular market or mall or grocery shop. Like I'll list a few examples. For the protein bar, which is amazing, my personal favorite, I eat it every single day. You need vital fiber, and that's the main thing to make that bar. But vital fiber, if you're like me, you're in Asia, you want to get it shipped to Malaysia, the shipping fee is more expensive than the product itself. It will cost you a fortune. So like, is it really sustainable for you to keep ordering? I would say no, because like, imagine if the bar is so good, you make it every day, obviously the ingredient is gonna run out quick and then you have to order again, and it's like freaking expensive. I'm saying from my point of view, because I live in Malaysia, like the shipping fee here is, I don't even want to say it, it's just insane. And like the wraps, you definitely cannot get it. I don't think it's just Malaysia, I think in Asia in general, like nowhere sells this. See, Greg, if you've seen his video, he said yeah, he gets it ordered in from US, but you have to imagine this, US and Canada, they're just like close together. It's just like a border away. It's just like Malaysia and Singapore. If all the products can be found in Singapore, yeah, sure, I have no problem ordering them in, like I would do it, you know, to reach my goals. But we're talking about ordering the ingredients from like halfway around the world, and the wraps that I ordered took 3 freaking months to come, like from UK to Malaysia, which isn't even that far. Imagine ordering from US, you know, and with the whole pandemic going on, you know, economy wise, you know, you should think about that. So accessibility to food, that's my 3 main point. Price, your own lifestyle, if you really need the diet, and the food items that's required on the plan, whether if you can get those. So aside from that, I'm gonna talk about what I've learned for over the past 4 months about nutrition. So I'm a really like meticulous person. Growing up as a kid, I've always been like chubby and obese. Like by no means was I lean. Like me right now being at 25%, like I said earlier, is already suffocating. Like I'm already feeling hunger. I have to eat like really really low calorie dense food to fill me up right now, to maintain at 25%, which to many is not even like impressive, you know what I mean? So on my first diet, I actually did like a strict calorie counting diet. So I will count everything down to grams, like meticulously. Like if the chicken is like 1 gram off, I'm gonna peel the damn chicken skin off or whatever bits, and you know, make it exactly on what I have calculated into my fitness pal. Second thing I learned was, you know how people would say like deficit to lose weight, surplus to gain weight. Yeah, of course that's true. You can't defeat, like you can't change that. That's a fact. Calorie in, calorie out. That's what's gonna determine your body composition. But I've learned over the past 4 months is your body is in constant deficit and surplus. You might be confused because if you've like seen a lot of YouTube videos online, they say, oh yeah, you know, eat 500 calories surplus for a day, and like the truth is that's science. Yes, that's true, but in practical wise, like if you apply to the human body is really complex. What if you move an extra of, I say, I don't know, 5,000 steps, or like you did extra housework, you went shopping, you know, you did a race? Is your deficit, I mean, if is your deficit and surplus gonna be offset? Just think of that, you know, like every day our body is like requiring a different amount of energy intake to maintain, because some day I might be more active, some days I'm not. So when I first got Greg's nutrition plan, I was like, what the hell is this? Why is there a calorie range? You know, what am I supposed to hit? Because like I said, I've been so meticulous. I just stick to the same calorie day in, day out. I don't care if I move more or if I move less, if I'm starving or if I'm full. You know, I just stick to the same calorie that I had in mind, which obviously was not the most optimal way of doing things. Of course, I did lose weight and whatever, but the feeling isn't good, you know. You have to listen to your body and give your body what it wants. So for example, if I move more today, I'm more hungry, then obviously I'm gonna eat more. Like on Greg's plan, he gives you like how many meals you need, and then you have like an optional snack, which I think is really good. Because let's not talk about being on a diet or bodybuilding or having a nutrition plan. Let's just say the general population, right? They wake up, they have breakfast, which what we will call meal 1, and then what if they're hungry between meal 1 and meal 2? They're gonna eat on something, right? So yeah, that's where Greg's plan come in, which I think is really like lifestyle fitted. Like if I had meal 1 on Greg's plan and I'm freaking hungry between meal 1 and meal 2, I'm gonna have that optional snack. So like that's I think that's the reason you don't really feel like you're dieting on Greg's plan, because you're basically just eating what you would do, eating the way that what you would do if you're not on a diet. So yeah. The third thing that I found was really important that I learned was meal timing. On my first weight loss journey, which was the calorie counting one, I also did like sort of a fat diet type of style. I cut out my fats completely, like I was scared of fats, and I did intermittent fasting. I always thought like, oh, I have like, because growing up as a kid, I would eat double of everything. So double burger, double pizza, I have like a huge appetite. I think like 9 out of 10 fitness YouTuber will say that they have like a big appetite, which I think is one of the reason like why, I don't know, I don't even know what I'm saying right now, I'm starving, but you know, you get what I mean. Like a lot of people will just say they have a big appetite, and I sort of get that. So like I would fast for 16 hours and then break my fast after that. So say I eat at 16 or 12 hour, I don't really remember. So if I finish my last meal at 7, and then I would eat my first meal at the next day at 1 or 2 p.m. So and I would only have like 2 meals a day. So this whole meal structure was given to me by my first coach, which clearly he did not know what he was doing, you know, he had no experience, which hence is why it's so important to have like a good coach. You don't have to get the best coach, you just need to get someone that at least knows what they're saying and not put your health into like a downfall, you know what I'm saying? So meal timing is really important, because when I first got the plan, I have 4 meals a day, so it was structure upon waking and then etc etc. I'm not gonna give you the details obviously. So I saw the meal plan, I was like, what the hell, same as the calorie range. I was like, meal 1 only 300 calories, how is that gonna fill me up? Because I'm used to intermittent fasting, and I would break my fast with like 1,005 calorie meal, or like a 750 calorie meal, like just a big fat ass meal as you would imagine. So when I look at the meal plan, I was like, 300 calories, I'm skeptical, is it really gonna fill me up? So after I tried it, I was like, oh, it actually works, you know, like have a small meal in the morning, then the second, then the third, then the fourth. So meal timing structure is really important. Like I always thought intermittent fasting fixed my hunger because I was dragging and I get to eat a lot at once, but it's just not the case. If you're fasting, your hunger hormones just gonna go up, go through the roof, and you're just gonna want to eat more in your first meal, and then you're gonna binge, and you know, things just domino effect from there on. So eat your meal, eat your breakfast, don't skip your breakfast. Of course, like the world is so big, like I'm sure intermittent fasting works for some, but no harm trying like having breakfast, right? You know, just try and error. Everything about bodybuilding, there's no fixed answer. There's guidelines, but there's no fixed answer. The human body is complex, is individual. You have to try what best fits for you. So yeah, so that's the 3 main key points I got from Greg. So I would say overall, if you think Greg only coach bodybuilders, you're wrong. In fact, I would say his diet is more suitable for like lifestyle, general population like you and me, you know. So take my key points away, 3 points considering if you should hire Greg, which is price, if you really need it, and the accessibility of the food and items on the meal plan. The 3 main points I learned from Greg is meal timing is important. You don't have to be meticulous, because in terms of your diet, just listen to your body, and your body is in like a constant deficit and surplus, so you don't have to say I'm gonna do a bulk and, you know, have a week of surplus and etc. Because you wake up in the morning, you're obviously in a deficit, you're not eating after 8 hours of sleep, whatever. As long as you're in your first meal, you're in a surplus obviously, because you just ate calories. So your body's in like a constant fluctuation, which I don't think you need to be too worried about that. So that's it. If you like the video, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell button. It's Dennis, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.